Hello farmers, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. It is morning, sun's kind of out. We are weeding anyways in the upper plateau, just for a brief second. Just got to do a hilling down here so the worker doesn't have a problem. And then we're going to scoot on down to the lower plateau on the western side. The grass field is ready to be mowed and we'll be making some hay today because we need hay. But we do have another addition to the farm and I'll bring you to that in just a moment. I did a lot of work in the evening hours while the John Deere was weeding out the lower east side. Yeah, I'll get it straight. Lower east side. Even though it's a big weeder, he's kind of slow at 7 miles an hour, but those fields are kind of big, so it's taken him a while to weed them out, but he's getting the job done. He's in the last field, which is the cotton field, kind of an important field to get done because, well, the cotton is going to bring us all the cash. At least that's what I kind of hope it will. It's going to bring us a lot of cash. The question is how much. But with the new addition that we're going to have on the farm, it may get better. Meanwhile, also, I was up here. As you see, I got one field done, weeded up here. This one here, yeah, they're all done up. Need to be done up here. Where can I click on? No, I had it. There we go. Yeah, I did some cutting of some trees up here as well, and brought some logs over. So the wood chipper is going to town. I think, can that fit like 500,000 liters of wood chips in there? Well, anyways, that should go until that's full. So I'm going to probably have to sell those at some point. And I actually got a whole bunch of trees still to pick up down there as well. So that's going along here. How are we actually doing down here? Okay, I just want to make sure he's still going because I just slept through the night and I didn't know if these weeds hit stage 2. Nope, they're still in stage 1, obviously, because he's getting done. So it won't be long before he's done working, which is good. Now let's jump down to here to the new addition. This thing right here, it's called a seed cleaner. And I put this down last night. It cost about $70,000, so I didn't get to pay off as much loan as I wanted to. But I figured we'd try it. You know, why not? It's supposed to increase the yield. So basically what you do is you put in wheat, barley, or oats into here. And you got to get this, I would say an additive. I'm not really sure what it's actually called. If we go into the store market, the additive is going to be under pallets, and it's going to be, it's whatever this is, Lumigen tank. So anyways, yeah, it costs a little bit. Let me click on it. It's an advanced seed treatment suitable for use in the farming innovation seed cleaner, which is what we have here. So if I go into miscellaneous, scroll on down here to seed cleaner. It cost $67,000. By the time I bought some additive, that's how much it cost me. You can also get a storage rack for it. That'll store, you can see 12 of those containers. Since the store is just like right there, I pretty much I bought 5. I think it takes 2 of them to fill up this container. Anyways, I got about 35,000 liters of seed already. So next time we go to seed our fields down here, or even over on the other side, I can come over here and it's supposed to give us a greater of a yield. It doesn't say how much more percentage of a yield, but it's here. We'll have it. Money's not too much of an issue on here because, because of everything. As for our cotton down here, it's starting to grow. All the fields down here are growing. So these are all weeded. They're double fertilized. They are good to go. I just got to keep track of this worker up here to make sure we get the weeding done today. But we're going to jump down here. Let me just jump into something that works. That works. That's exactly what I need. Can we open this door, please? All right, we'll open that door. Now if I come out here and not going to open this door, there we go. We're going to hop into the dirty Big M because it's filthy. It is filthy. And then go ahead and attach the tether to it. Sneak out here. How's this cotton field doing? It's not quite ready, is it? No. It should be some point today. So unfortunately, I think this seed drill over here with the T8, let me just double check this. I think this seed drill is probably going to be full, so I can't go put the good, what do I want to say, the better seed. Oh, it helps if I turn the HUD on for us, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's all full, so I'll have to use that up when it comes time to replanting these fields over here, which is fine. I thought about putting another seed cleaner over here, but I guess I'll just have to travel over the river and get it. That's why I put it where I did. Should be all fine there. Anyways, yeah, enough of me rattling along about the sea cleaner and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'll spit it out. Wow, words are coming hard. What, can you start, please? Wow, difficulties here. It's early morning. What do you want, you know? Let's unfold. Well, looks like I'm on the tedder. All right, that's going to unfold. Let's switch that and unfold this. Probably should leave the HUD on because I need to make sure this is on wide spreading, not swath dropping. Left swath, right swath, wide spreading, that's what I'll need. Go ahead and lower that down. Turn that on. Switch to the tedder. No, I thought I switched to the tedder. Apparently I did not. Now can we turn that on? There we go. Man, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons, saying all the wrong words. Nothing seems to be going right now. But we'll get it straightened away. So yeah, last episode we took care of the cows and we noticed that the TMR mixer is, well, we are low on hay. So instead of making silage for the field this time, yeah, got to make some hay. Not a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and mow it on up, ted it. And then later on, we'll grab the T8. He'll have the windrower and we'll have the autonomous tractor following behind us with the baler. I do like that baler because it's a modern one and it'll be 20,000 liter bales. And we should get about 39. That's what we usually end up with, right? 39 in this field. But it's not going to take me too long to go ahead and mow this field. I'm leaving this speed at ×1 just because I don't want the weeds and the cotton field on the other side getting up to stage 2. Then I'll have to spend money on herbicide and such. So hopefully that stays where it is. I need to go, I forgot, I need to check the sugar plant this morning. I'll probably jump off the big M when I get up here. I did take care of it last night, so that should have made a whole bunch of sugar. So that should be all set. As for the factories, they should be all up and running, probably except for the sugar plant like I just mentioned. The potato washer, I got that back up and running. I got some just regular potatoes sitting on the ground. The wheel loader's taking care of it. We're washing potatoes, making premium potatoes, and also making some pig food. What else? Oh yeah, so the horses. As for the horses, one more day. So tomorrow in game, we'll have some horses to sell. So a whole bunch of money will be coming in there, which would be good. As for today, well, I expect those two fields over there, the sugar beet field and the cotton field, should be ready to harvest at some point today. Probably in the afternoon hours. So I'm probably just going to get the hayfield done today and some other work as well. I probably should check on the sugar pricing just to see what it's doing. We'll use our Superman strength here to get these moved over so I can start making some more sugar. Yeah, I'm still toying with the idea of do I want to put the Pepsi factory up on the upper plateau. I just had to put down the other factory, which is the carton factory, because I'm going to need the pallets and also is it just pallets? I can't remember. I'm not sure, but I think I'm like 90% sure I'm not going to put the Pepsi factory back down just because, well, I got enough to do. I got enough to do rather than trying to keep those factories up there up and running. If I do bring it back, I'm just going to have to do a lot more work in between recordings just because there's too much to do. Too much to do, and we're trying to get this loan paid off. But we're doing rather good. We're doing fine, actually. Okay, let me just double check the pricing on the sugar. And nothing spectacular, so I'm not too concerned about getting to the sugar at all today. I've been kind of thinking about getting into the pellets, the hay and straw pellets. The straw harvest DLC, which should work fine here because we're not running seasons. So it should work okay. I haven't heard much about the straw harvest DLC if they got it kind of figured out with seasons yet. I know it was in beta testing. And they were testing it out weeks ago, but I haven't heard nothing about it. And I haven't seen any updates about it, so because I would like to add it to other seasons, like Green Mountain Forest is really where I want to put it down, but so far that's not going to work. I tried running the Straw Harvest DLC on Green Mountain Forest, and yeah, I get it. The game works okay for a while, then some things don't start to work. I seem to have an issue with course play and the Straw Harvest DLC. I think that's where things mix up for me anyways. So hopefully we get our 39 bales of hay. Then I'll pick them on up, just bring them all over to the Total Mix Rations mixer, dump them all in there. And when I need loose hay, I can just take it right out of the mixer. But I need to go ahead and make some TMR, because now, as we notice, I probably should show you, with the amount of cows that we have, it does end up taking, of course, it's not going to look as full as it did yesterday. You can see I got 927,000 liters of Total Mix Rations in there for our cows. So they require, if they're empty, they require 1 million liters, and they're still reproducing themselves. Yeah, we're getting like about 4 cows every 17 hours right now is the going rate for our cattle, which is good. Just means more milk for us to sell at some point. I think that brings us up to speed, pretty much. So yeah, I actually had to use oats in that seed cleaner because I didn't have enough wheat or barley, and I thought I had tons of oats. Then I started thinking, wait a minute, the horses, I think I need about 150,000 liters to top off the horses. So I may need to go ahead and plant oats in the upper plateau next time. We're fine for now, but I definitely need to go ahead and make some. Actually, probably easier if I just did this. I was trying to add up the silos. I should have just came in here. Can we scroll to the left? Nope, not far enough. Keep scrolling. Actually, I got 167,000 liters of oats right now. So that should be good enough. So I really don't need to plant oats next time, but it wouldn't hurt. So next time we harvest the upper plateau, I'll think long and hard what I need to do. I probably will be oats, because I think when I sell the horses, which will be starting tomorrow, we'll be starting that cycle again, is usually when I top off the horses. So yeah, I'm probably going to be empty on oats here pretty soon. Yeah, so our project this morning and this episode is, well, you're looking at it, this grass field, because nothing else is really ready. I'm kind of glad. Right now I'm a little nervous if rain were to come along. You never know. What map did I just have? Oh, yeah, that was it No Man's Land? Yeah, it was No Man's Land. Yeah, if you haven't seen this week's episodes, I think that'd be yesterday's episode. Yeah, the rain showed up out of nowhere. I really do hope that in the next Farming Simulator game or whatever, on the base game, they should have an extended forecast rather than what the next. I think when like in the upper right hand corner you see the sun, so if like a rain were to pop up there as well, I think that means it's either 4 or 6 hours away. I mean, which is fine, especially if running at 1 times the speed. That gives you plenty of time to do things. But yeah, I wish they had more of an extended forecast, kind of like Seasons gives you. Of course, I would just like Seasons to be in the base game next time it comes out, but who knows when that will be. Really, I haven't heard much about, at least I haven't heard much about Giants, about their following plans. I think they're waiting for the new consoles to come out later on in quarter 3. Is it quarter 3 or quarter 4 this year that the Xbox and the PlayStation will be coming out with a new console version? I would assume it's going to be before the holiday season. That's right, I said those famous words, holiday season in the month of May. That's just me speculating anyways. Luckily this cab is enclosed, because man, it's dusty around here when you cut the grass. And I can imagine with a tedder behind it and stirring up the grass even more, turning it to hay, it's even more dusty around here. Oh, I'm going to leave a small little sliver. I'm going to have to make another trip back up. I can manage that. Ooh, okay. Let me take care of that now so I don't have to come all the way back up here. Every little blade of grass I want today. I want it. Give me the grass. And then I got to go over and take care of the John Deere and the weeder. That worker, I'm pretty sure, is done. I'm 1,000% sure the weeder in the upper plateau is done. So I'll have to go up there and grab the Voltra and that weeder and move on to the next field. I'll probably weed that field instead of hiring a worker, because it won't take too long. It doesn't matter to me if I were to hire a worker. I'd have to go back up there in like a minute and a half or so and move them over to field number 4. I did a terrible job mowing this grass field today, because usually if I do it correctly on my way back here, I get it in one pass, but I've been kind of sloppy this morning. It was pretty obvious how this video was going to go at the beginning when I couldn't even get the mower going or spit out my words. So, yeah, I can't even drive in a straight line today. And a lot of you are probably saying, you don't ever use GPS hardly anymore. Nah, I really don't. I really don't. I did, I use it a lot in FS17. Occasionally I will use it here in 19, but I'm getting to the point where GPS is nice and all. I mean, if I was going at slow speeds, base game speeds, I'd probably use GPS a little bit more so I don't have to concentrate too long, but we're zipping along here, so no need for GPS, really. I do miss the GPS in 17, though, to where it would turn for you as well, just like a worker would. I think I need to wash the big end when I get done here. The tedder, yeah, whatever. Tedder's fine. Definitely gonna have plenty of hay for a while. Like I said, you know, it seems like a lot, but it's not going to be. What does that turn off here? That turns off the tedder. That turns off the mower. And turn it all back on. I was just doing this to gain a little bit of speed, but there wasn't much extra speed to gain there, so I might just leave it on. Finish this row. Like I said, then we're going to wash it up, park it on up, and we'll head to the upper plateau, grab the Vulture, head over to, I think that's the combination of field 11/12. Well, we'll weed that field, and then skip them up, put the Vulture onto field 4, hire a worker for that one. We'll move the John Deere, and then we back down here. We'll be in the T8 with the windrower, and we'll have the autonomous tractor behind us with the baler. Is a baler over here? That's a good question. I do not know, but I think it may be over here. I think. Or maybe not. I really don't know where the baler is at the moment, but we'll find it. We'll use it, but he'll be behind us, and we'll roll up this hay, bale it on up. Then we'll grab one of our Volvo trucks, and then I got to grab the flatbed trailer, which is, yeah, I don't know. I always say, remember where your toys are, kids, and I don't know. It's been a week since I've been on this map, so I'm not really quite sure I know where everything is at the moment, unless I used it already, and I have not. So, yeah, we are done here, so I can turn around. That turns off the tedder. Let me go ahead and fold that up. And now I'll turn off the mower and fold that up. All good to go. I kind of still remember way back in episode, oh geez, I don't think it was episode 1. I want to maybe it was like episode 7 or 8 or whatever, when we finally took over the farm for ourselves, when we bought all the equipment. Bought this beautiful thing. I painted this beautiful green and purplish color. And then we bought its twin sister, the forage harvester, which we used once, made all that silage. I'm like, yeah, we'll be using that quite often. I'm surprised the silage has lasted as long as it has. Got to make the Big M look a little bit better than it does right now. It hasn't been washed in who knows when. It's not good to keep the grass on there because the grass will ferment like underneath the blades and all that. Probably eat away at the metal a little bit. The pottinger seems fine. But we'll give it a good wash as well. Well, now that everything's taken care of in a lower plateau, I got the John Deere put away, the Big M. The tedder is all put away. I did see the baler when I was backing up the tedder and the Big M. It was parked right next to it, so it's already over there. We're good to go. I did repair the weeder for the John Deere as well, and I did have to take care of the edge of the field, the cotton field, because the fence line is just too close to the field, and it's a big weeder, that whole thing. So it took me a while to take care of that because, well, you know, weeding at, I think it was weeding at 4 miles an hour because the weeder is just, it was a little torn down a little bit. That's why when I went back, I went ahead and fixed it on up. But it shouldn't take me too long to weed this field here. Then I'll get them over to field number 4. Weeds and fields today. I'm trying to mix up those words as much as I can. And then, yep, we'll head it back on down. Like I said, grab the T8, pull out the windrower, and pull over the autonomous tractor. That can be with the baler. Like I said, we'll get like 39 bales of hay today, which is really good. I don't know if that'll help me get me 1,000,000 liters of TMR or not, but it'll definitely supply a good amount. I'd rather just have the hay around really for the horses, because like I said, the horses are probably going to be due for a good feeding in a couple days. I do know that we take care of the horses after we sell them. I just don't remember what pen it is, what stable it is that I do. It might be the last stable that I sell, and then I go around, top them all off. As for the other animals, I did take care of the sheep a little bit last evening. They're pretty darn good on hay / grass, so they just need a little bit of water, so I took care of them last night. The chickens overall are still doing pretty decent, so no rush to get up there and feed the chickens. The pigs are doing really well. They need a little bit of straw though, and I'm just waiting for them to get where the pen's kind of full again before I top them off, because we did sell the pigs, I think it was yesterday morning in game. So we only have like we probably have like 380 pigs now at the moment, so not an extreme amount. So I'm just going to wait until they get to around 450 before I top them off with some straw. As we know, straw is not a problem. We're going to have plenty of it here in a couple days or so. But I'm very interested to see. It's going to be kind of interesting to compare it, because we'll have the cotton field as it is now, and then we'll have the better seed, I guess, when we plant it next time, I hope. I just have the 2 seed drills down there already have seed in it, so I'll have to use that up before I put the new seed into it. So my plan kind of is like on the western side, I'll probably plant the sugar beet field first and use the average seed, and then when I get over to the cotton field, hopefully I can top off with the better seed. It's going to be kind of, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how the game knows. I don't know how the coding is working on that to know if it's better seed or just the average seed inside of a seed roll. I don't know. I guess until I go fill up the seed roll, I'm not going to, maybe it's got like a seed bag symbol with a plus sign on it or something like that, so the game knows that the crop yield should be better. And if I got if I got a seed roll that's half full with the average seed and a seed roll, then go top it off with the good seed. Yeah, I'm probably asking too many questions there. I don't know. I have no idea. This will be the 3rd of the 5 fields we need to weed up here, and then these fields are... do I have double fertilization on these? Yes, we do, because I spread this fertilizer down and lime, then seeded. Yes, okay, so these fields should be double fertilized and ready to go. Just keep stockpiling the canola, then soybean, then sunflowers up here. But I may do oats for the horses next time. I guess I could do the oats in lower plateau as well, but that'd be more than enough oats than I could possibly need. So I think I'd just rather put the oats up here. At least that's my thought process. Getting things all situated in the upper plateau. Field number 4 is now weeded, and now Frank is up busy in field number 3. He's weeding that. We got the autonomous tractor here. That is down, unfolded, ready to go. We'll turn that on. And then... Nope, that's the wrong button. This control and F. There we go. 25 meters should be good enough. And now I need to turn on the windrower. I already got the Volvo truck down here as well with the flatbed, so we'll be ready to pick it on up. The baler does have like 10,000 liters of grass in it already, so the first bale is probably going to be grass. I don't think it's going to switch over at all. Just starting off slowly to make sure the autonomous tractor is doing okay. And I think for some reason, when we do it with this, I don't know if it's the windrower itself, but I think the autonomous tractor is going to have a hard time picking up some of the hay. So I'm probably going to have to go around later on and collect most of it again. Well, not again. We'll pick up the remains. The remains. Let me go ahead and try to set a good cruise control for this. I think that speed might be good. That way the autonomous tractor can keep up. I think the baler can bale at 18, but it's probably a little worn, so we'll just cruise around here at 16. Yeah, it's doing okay. That's 25 meters, huh? Alright, well, it's right on my butt, but either way, it's all fine. Since he's keeping up, I'll bump the speed a little bit. Yeah, so 39 bales is what I should get, but it looks like he's not going to pick up all the hay, so I'll have to go around later on and pick the rest up myself. It's hard to find good help these days. Can I call that help, but there's no actual worker there? It's a computerized system. That's 25 meters? Really? I mean, you're right on my bumper. Well, you're right on the bumper of the windrower. Either way, we'll get this field taken care of. All of our fields are pretty much taken care of. I do have the speed back up to ×5. Just waiting for those fields over there. Those fields, the cotton field and sugar beet field, should be the next fields that are ready to be worked in. Just a matter of waiting for them to change over. So that'll probably definitely, well, I should say probably, that'll definitely be next episode where we're harvesting the cotton and also taking care of the sugar beet field, and then replanting with the same crops that we have in them. And then eventually, like I said, once we run out of seed, we'll be filling up with seed from the seed cleaner. So our yield production should start going up next time we harvest, which will be a while from now, obviously, because it takes a while to cycle through the fields that we have. But at least by doing the hay field today, we'll have enough hay for a while for the total mix rations, and maybe some for the horses as well. And of course, any extra I can definitely use to feed the sheep as well. Sometimes I forget about the sheep. Not often, but usually I tend to. Usually what I try to do is I take about a bale or 2 bales when I do when we do this cycle right here, and bring it out to the sheep. And that tends to feed the sheep for quite a long time. I don't intend to bring any bales up this time, just because the sheep seem to be pretty good on the grass / hay at the moment. And he's picking up most of it now. Doing rather well, I suppose. Leaving a small trace behind with the baler. Part of the problem is with the windrower, as you can see, when the the hay comes out the back, it's not quite centered on the implement itself, so it's a little off-centered. And the problem with Follow Me is I can adjust his track back there, but I can only do it in a half-meter increments. So when I try to adjust it to pick up the side that he's missing it on, if I adjust it over, then he misses a lot more on the other side. So one way to combat this is I can go into the XML file probably for that baler and just widen the width of the pickup area a little bit, and I should get rid of the problem where I leave a little bit of hay behind, because now I got to go around the field anyways with the baler and pick up the rest. I probably might be able to make a bale or two with what's left behind, especially on corners. It doesn't corner well, it seems like. But it's, you know, I guess I could have just baled it afterwards myself. But, you know, you try to get it all done in one pass like we are. Because sometimes he picks it up fine, and there's other spots where I think the swath may be getting a little bit too big or something. I have no idea what causes it. But either way, we're pretty much done with the windrower. I'll put this away, and then we'll be using the T8 tractor with the baler to pick up the rest. I'm not going to use the autonomous tractor because there's no cab for me to sit into. Is it Shift F? I think so. Alright, let's turn that off. Fold it up. I'm going to put these things away along with the autonomous tractor as well. I'm going to grab the baler onto the T8. Pick up the rest. I may go around with the Volvo truck actually and pick up the bales, because the bales are going to be in my way trying to pick up the rest of the hay that's on the ground. So let me go ahead and clean up the rest of this mess that I kind of created. And I'll bring it back, and hopefully it's 39 bales that we have down here. Well, now that's all picked up, I think I made an extra three bales. There's one. Made 3 bales, which would give us a total of 38, which makes sense because we got one grass bale over there. Push that aside so next time when we cut the grass and we make silage bales out of it, I can just go over there and wrap it on up. It's kind of nice to see that at least the yield in the grass field is always constant. Looks like I need to bring some grapes over to the winery over here. Getting kind of low on those. But anyways, I need to bring this all the way over to the BGA and go visit the Total Mix Rations mixer and start piling these in there. And yeah, that can shred up into some hay. I don't think the TMR has any silage in it. I'll have to take one of these belts over here that I've been using to make the premium potatoes. I have to bring one of the belts back over so I can fill up a trailer with silage. It's either bring a belt system over or bring the wheel loader over, one or the other, and I prefer the belt system. I'd rather fill up a trailer because I got to put like 500,000 liters of silage in there. But we are getting kind of low on the silage over there, so it could be sometime soon that I actually do use that forage wagon another time. I mean, I can't believe it's been over 100 episodes I had not had to use that forage wagon since the first time we've used it. Seems kind of odd. Alright, I just got to remember when I come through here now that the seed cleaner, is that still actually running? Yeah, it's still actually running. I'm just curious because I put about 50,000 liters of seed in there. Am I going to get the same amount back out? 49.5. Yeah. I brought a little over 50,000 liters because I didn't know what the capacity of this was. So it looks like for every liter you put in, you get 1 liter back out. And as for the additive, I had 4,000 liters in here. So it's going to use roughly about 1,700 liters for every 50,000 liters of seed you put in. Sorry, not seed, grain. I may be saying seed. You actually put grain in here and get seed out of it. And I think it holds 150,000 liters of seed anyway, something like that. Some of you probably have already tried that already, and I don't know. It just says it'll improve the yield because you're putting better seed into the ground. Sounds all good. We'll give it a whirl. Definitely give it a whirl. So, yeah, after we put this hay into there, all the fields are pretty much set. Nothing needs to be weeded. Nothing needs to be fertilized. We're just waiting for the crop to grow. Yes, there are stage 2 weeds in the cotton field back on the west side over there, but it's not much. I don't feel the need to bring my sprayer over there and spray it. But a couple things I need to focus on a little bit for the next harvest. One, I got to plant oats, and that'll be in the upper plateau because I don't need a whole bunch of oats. I just need a little, well, I don't want to say a little bit, but if I were to plant oats down here, that'd be probably too much that I need at this current time. So upper plateau seems to be perfect for it. I didn't really look at the TMR mixer last night when I got done feeding the cows, so I'm not sure exactly. I know the totals that I have in here. There's the silage that I have left. Yeah, see, I got plenty of straw in here, which is no brainer. I actually got almost 50,000 liters of hay in here, but not a whole lot. Nothing to do with silage. And let's see if I turn this off and then go wham. Where is it? I think it's over there. Yep, we're good. Unload is going to take a few of them. And then I'm going to keep doing this. That's how I do it. Instead of bringing something over. Don't turn it back off. Unload onto that platform. I think if I park closer, it might take more of them, but I think I'm close enough for now. Since all I got to do is press buttons here and there. And just about done here. Yeah, I was thinking about bringing those up and just pile them onto the sheet. I may just save these 3 here. I hope I'm not overloading the TMR mixer. Just trying to see if it's going to go up. I think the maximum capacity is 1 million liters. I'm not really sure on that. Where's that under global company? I have no idea. That mod's been down for a long time. Took me a while to find it. It's actually under silos. It's been a while since I put one of these down. But yeah, the capacity is 1 million liters, and I did bring over about 700,000 liters, looks like. But that's all good. I think these 3 bales here I will bring up to the sheep and just pile into the feed trough, and they'll be set for a long time for sure. But as for our fields, like I said, I got a little bit of weeds here, so we're just waiting for this to top off. These fields here won't be for another day. Same thing with these up here. But hopefully sometime in the afternoon we'll get the cotton harvester going. We'll get the beet harvester going over here. I will keep track of, because we are getting some good amount of sugar now. So I do need a little bit of cash, like always, to help pay off the loan at midnight. Wood chips is something I should be looking at. Did I go buy wood chips? I always forget. Is this wood chips? Yeah, bioheating. 148. That's kind of, it's okay, but it's a little bit on the low side, so I'll probably wait. How much milk do I have at this point? I know we sold milk a while ago. 124,000 liters, which is not bad, but I'd like to wait to get over 500,000. We'll figure it out later on. Sometime this afternoon, like I said, we'll get to the cotton harvest and sugar beet harvest. And maybe do some potato washing as well. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time right here in the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one. I don't know why I did that.